Good morning and welcome to this course on entrepreneurship. And today we're going to see one more topic from Unit 3. Unit 3 is actually business model to business plan. And here we want to talk a very important topic for today: how to deliver an investor pitch to a panel of investors. So this is a very crucial topic, as you can see from the understanding of the heading. And this is we're going to see the format which we're going to use for this investors, because as you know, investors are smart people. They look for a lot of critical information in a very short span of time. So we need to do a lot of practice, and we need to do a lot of structuring of this presentation before we go and approach to them. So there are a lot of unique formats available. So let us see one format which is being used to tap funds from the investors. So this is a general format. So seeking investment, you have to put your company name, and here you want to tell you what is the innovation we have, how it is going to disrupt in the market. This should come in very early in the presentation pitch deck. The pitch deck is just, you can understand, it's a form of a presentation, a particular format of the presentation which we are going to do in front of the investors for the purpose of tapping funds. So this is going to be the first area which when we do the pitch deck. And next is you got to be very clear with the company's mission. What is the mission of the company? And many investors also look at this area very with a lot of focus. So the mission of the company should be very clear, and what is the vision statement? These two has to be also very clear and very relevant to the type of business the organization is proposing. And next is the very important area. What is the problem this particular product or a service is going to solve for the customers? Now, so got to very clearly describe the customer pain points, the problem statements, the market gaps. We're going to combine all this and come out very clearly showing to say that this is the problem we're going to solve. And we got to prove that these problems are already existing. So that you're going to tell with a lot of data and through market research. So this is one of the very critical areas where investors are going to look with a lot of focus again. And next is what is the uniqueness of the solution which you're going to offer to the particular market. So, for example, if you talk about your product as an AI powered platform, so this is one of the uniqueness today, because AI powered platforms, a lot of investors also look for. And for example, personalized recommendation. These are some of the examples of unique solutions which you can actually use it. This is just a sample of it. And this is an example. So you're in the presentation, your product, the solution should be unique. It is not something which is already existing in the markets, and definitely then you will not have a chance of getting a funding. But if your solution is unique, then the probability of getting a funding drastically increases. And the next is you also have to tell them about the market opportunity. Do a deep market research. You should know what is the market size, what is the total available market, what is the serviceable market, and what is the market target you have fixed. What is the logic? Everything will be here clearly have to be presented. And also, is the market growing? Because nobody wants a stagnant market. The need should be there for quite a long time, because businesses should be there for quite a long time. So what is the growth rate expected from this particular market? And what is your business model? Primarily, what is going to be a business model? How you're going to acquire our customers? For example, if you're going to do a paying customers are going to occur, what is the trials you're going to offer? So all this has to be clearly mentioned in the customer base part. And the primary revenue model, what is the source of revenue, the main source of revenue, and what is the secondary source of revenue? So the revenue model has to be very clearly explained here. And the next is the competitive landscape. This is also a very critical area which has to be in the pitch deck. So this will clearly tell you is what is the gap with respect to the existing offerings. What are the competitors, and what are the propositions they offer, and what is your unique value proposition. So all this will come in when you really are able to study this competitive landscape. And the next is the very important part, the financial projections. So what is the revenue you're projecting for the next 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? They would at least want a 5 year revenue at least in the minimum. and they will look at the first year revenue with a lot of focus, and they will really check the numbers on this particular product. And also the profitability part. So what are the timelines the company is going to achieve profitability, and what will be the profit numbers looking at across the various years is also a very important area we looked at. And what are the team? Now, what is the team of the particular for startup? The founders, their experience. So everything has to be also clearly coming in here. So the founders, that particular role is also very to be very clearly given. And you have to give a very strong reason why an investor should invest in you. So, for example, it could be a huge market opportunity which is to be waiting to be tapped. Maybe your technology is so disruptive that actually there is a lot of scope for the market actually taking it, and a lot of sales happening. And also you have a strong team. So it could be any of the reasons. So some of them has to definitely you have to ensure that you have really captured the attention, the interest, and imagination of the investors in any one of the areas. At least more areas, it is also definitely better for us. So these are some of the reasons where actually you could really ensure that the investor really gets a significant interest and really commits in terms of investment in your organization. So that's it from my side, and thank you very much for patiently listening to us. If any doubts and clarifications, you can ask me now. Thank you.